So I thought before the Pixel 4a 5G is basically obsolete or discontinued, I figured why not do a comparison to the Galaxy A52 5G. Now, price for the Pixel is $499 with 128 gigabytes of storage. With the Galaxy A52 5G, it's also currently $499 and it also has 128 gigabytes of storage. So as you can see, same storage, same price, pretty much a perfect comparison. Not to mention both have 5G. So if you actually live somewhere that has 5G, that's good, right? But now that the Pixel 6a or whatever they're gonna call it is just around the corner, it definitely makes it a little bit harder to find the Pixel 4a 5G right now. When it comes to the screens on these, you've got a 6.2 inch OLED display on the Pixel, 6.5 inch display on the Galaxy A52 5G. And I think both screens actually look really good, especially considering both are 1080p resolution. You've got good viewing angles. I do feel like I lean towards the Galaxy A52 a little bit more, maybe because it's a little bit brighter or slightly taller. Not sure, but I don't think you can go wrong with either. I just feel like you get a slightly better screen with the Samsung. You're not gonna find too much better battery life. These both are actually really good in my battery drain test. The Pixel 4a 5G lasted 13 hours and the Galaxy A52 5G lasted right around 12.5 hours. So pretty much the same battery life, slightly more with the Pixel 4a 5G. Which is kind of strange because you only get a 3800 milliamp hour battery on the Pixel and a 4500 milliamp hour battery on the Galaxy A52. Now there's people out there that will swear by Google software and the pure Android experience. Well, just speaking from my own experience with more than just this Pixel phone, while the software is usually pretty good, there's always a glitch here and there that always bothers me when it comes to Pixel phones. My wife's Pixel 3a phone freezes up from time to time where she just has to restart it pretty much to be able to use the phone at all. One thing that really bothers me with this Pixel 4a 5G is that it gets confused a lot with orientation. It's like it doesn't know if you want it to be vertical or horizontal. It's either really delayed or it just doesn't rotate like it's supposed to until you mess with it for a while. As you can see where I'm going with this, to me I prefer Samsung, even though you have to make a few adjustments when you first get it, like making the power button actually work like a power button and, you know, turn the power off, not bring up Bixby. And then as far as software updates go, you really can't go wrong with either of these. Both Samsung and Google have a really good track record as far as software updates and security patches. Now the Pixel has 6 gigabytes of RAM, a Snapdragon 765G processor, while the Galaxy A52 has 6 gigabytes of RAM and a Snapdragon 750G processor. There could be other variants for the international version as far as the Galaxy A52, but this is the United States version. Performance is really close on these two. Now just moving around the software is really close on these two, and even in Geekbench testing, these two are really close, but I can't help but feel like the Galaxy A52 5G just feels a little bit smoother for some reason. You do get HD graphics with high frame rates on games like PUBG Mobile, and you shouldn't have any problems with gaming. Both of these are really good. Everything looks nice and clear. Games load pretty quick, and I didn't have any glitches during my testing with both of these. And I feel like both of these are solid devices for most casual gaming. When it comes to which have the better speakers, this one is really close as well. I mean, I can go back and forth between them and not really tell a huge difference. Maybe there is a difference once I play this video back, but if you made me choose just based on which one has better speakers, how loud they are, how clear they are, I just prefer the Samsung speakers. The Pixel speakers almost sound like they're a little bit more muffled at full volume compared to the Galaxy phone, and you don't really notice it until you put both phones right next to each other. But again, overall I think both have really good speakers, nice and loud, and they're not really distorted at full volume either. Plus, it's always nice to have an additional speaker up by the earpiece, even if it's not as loud as the bottom fairing speakers. Really large quick start guide here. Couple stickers included. Okay, so yeah, those are really lightweight. Detachable microphone. Not only does this feel like a really good quality, really large quick start guide here. A couple stickers included. Okay, so yeah, those are really lightweight. Detachable microphone. Not only does this feel like a really good quality, now I think when it comes to the cameras, most people are going to think Pixel wins this one pretty easily, but when testing, yeah, they're actually closer than you think. On the front, you'll notice the selfie camera is in the corner on the Pixel, and then in the center for the Galaxy. To me, I like it in the middle because it's just way too easy to block the camera, or the camera gets in the way on certain apps or games. You'll hear a lot of people online talk about how Pixel phones are the ones to beat when it comes to photography, and yeah, there's good reason. You can get some really good photos, but when comparing the Pixel to the Galaxy phone, it's way closer than I thought it would be. I feel like the Pixel 4a is still one of the best at portraits, but the Galaxy A52 5G is hanging right in there with it. Maybe not quite as good, but pretty close. Because if you just pick up either phone, point and shoot, you're gonna like the results. Now, as far as video goes, you get 4K 60 frames per second on the Pixel, but you only get 30 frames per second with 4K on the Galaxy A52 5G. Here's a few samples of each just to give you an idea of what to expect, but overall, if you're basing your decision on which has the better camera, yeah, they're both really good. And it's gonna be hard to beat either of these phones at this price point. Now, other things to consider. You get a fingerprint scanner built into the screen for the Galaxy versus the rear mounted fingerprint scanner on the back of the Pixel. I don't think it's too big of a surprise to say that the rear mounted fingerprint scanner is definitely more reliable, but I'm so used to having it on the front, it's sort of a toss up on which you prefer. But yeah, if you want the more reliable fingerprint scanner, you'll definitely want to go with the Pixel. Build quality on both phones are actually really good too. They're both nice and lightweight, fairly thin as well. I feel like it's pretty much a toss up on which one looks better or feels more premium, which is definitely a good thing to see. So hopefully you got a better idea of which phone is better for you. I think you can guess which phone I prefer just from watching this video. And if you're tempted to get the Pixel 4a 5G, personally I'd probably just wait for the Pixel 6, which is right around the corner. Sounds like maybe in October, because it sounds like it's going to be a pretty drastic change. If you're tempted to get the Galaxy A52 5G, I say go for it. So if you've made it this far into the video, you may want to say thanks by subscribing, and don't forget to give a thumbs up if this video was helpful. This is Brian from Fishbee Productions. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.